Hello everyone. So today we are going to continue with our bow and arrow system based with the aim offset for our bow and arrow system. So previously we had some issues with aligning the arrow and this hand and the bow when we do the aiming. So I'm gonna modify these animations and modify these objects, models and everything to match this aim offset system, aim offset asset. So yeah, this is what I'm going to do today. And this episode is sponsored by these generous patrons. Thank you very much for the support you guys are giving me. Right, so this is the problem we have to solve now. So as you can see, when I look up, the arrow doesn't really match with the bow. So we need to solve that problem. So first, here, this is our animation, and we attach the arrow and the bow to some sockets, I think. As I remember, we have the sword hand. Okay, let's check the character. When we equip the bow, where is the here is the bow. We attach it to left hand socket. The bow, we attach the bow to left hand socket. Let's see where that is. Okay, here it is attached to the left hand thumb. Okay, so and also there is some local offset and a rotation change, so we can't really test it here by attaching as a asset. So therefore, well, let's do something like this. I have to change the I have to keep this everything 0 and attach it to some socket, so then we can simulate it here and get a clear idea. Right, so I attached it to here, left hand thumb, left hand which thumb? Thumb 1. Alright, so here let's add a socket. Let's call it let's add thumb 1 socket. Yeah, let's keep it that way. And then I'll add a preview asset. In this case I'm going to add the bow. Okay, it's like this. Right, so I'm gonna have to wait. Let's take a look at the bow object. It's a skeletal mesh, and this is the main bow. it has some offset. So how can we remove that? Well, actually I don't think I can remove it within Unreal, but even if I do, we have this animation as well, so therefore I will have to change the animation and the bow. So right, therefore to compensate for that, let's move the left thumb socket, which is not a good idea, but well, let's see. What if I add import translation here? Okay, for that I'm gonna have to re-import, but I don't think I have the original source. Let's see. No, I don't have it. Alright, so we can just export this somewhere. Oh, let's export it here. Let me copy that. Right, and then let's go to that folder. Here we have the bow. Now I can just drag and drop. So okay, now I can re-import it. So let's add import translation to move it back to the original location. Let's fix the x-axis first. Okay, let's look at this in the right angle. Right, so x, let's add -5. Oh, nothing is changed. Sorry, did I change here? Okay, so let's add 20. Right, 22. Okay, I guess that's all right. And in the Z direction, let's add -30. Oh, it's perfect. Right, now let's look at this in the front. It's okay. All right, now save. Now here you can see it is already attached to the hand. Great. So now we only have to change the rotation, adjust the rotation of the left thumb one socket. So maybe instead of attaching it to the thumb, let's attach it to the left hand itself, so it would be easier for us. Can I just drag and drop? Yeah, okay, so it would be easier for us to handle then. Okay, now we can rotate. Wait, let me enable snapping. Okay, and move it like this. Right, now it looks perfect in the hand. So then again, yeah, I'll change this, rename this to left hand bow socket. All right, it's better now. It's not drawn yet, but it's better. So let's see if there is any. Oh, we have to apply the same import translation that I applied to the bow here as well. So actually we can just modify the animation. Here is the animation. Let me pause it and let's go to front view. Okay, let's go to right view. Okay, and let's add a key and apply. So yeah, everything is perfect. Okay, now let's go back here. Now you can see this has also changed a little bit. Let's see how it looks now. See, now you can see the bow is off, but we can fix it like this. I'm gonna attach the left hand socket, let's call it left. Let's attach it to left hand bow socket, and then let's make this all these parameters 0. All right, now let's see. Still not. Okay, I think this is the base class, and in the player class we still where is the left hand socket? It's okay. Let's manually attach bow to the left hand socket. We can't do that here. We have to do it there. Alright, VP bow is another blueprint. The root of that object should match with the root of the bow. So okay, let's open the bow blueprint. Right, here is the default root. So let's set bow like this. Now it should be alright. Yeah, now it's okay. Let's attach it back to bow hinge. Okay, now let's see. Okay, it looks alright. Yeah, now we can address the issue of the arrow. So where do we attach the arrow? Let's see. We have a function called draw arrow or something. Yeah, here. If we have arrows, we here we get an arrow from the inventory and attach to arrow socket. Okay, now where do we, yeah, here is the arrow socket. This also has some, well, it's in the right hand, this also has some offset. Yeah, let's do the same that we did for the bow and test it. So where is the arrow socket? It should be in the right hand. Oh wait, it's directly attached to the right hand. Alright. Then let's see what happens if we attach an arrow to the right hand. Oh, I am not sure that will work. So let's add a socket. Let's call it arrow socket. And let's add the preview asset. Arrow. It's, oh, where is it? Okay, it's there. Right, but we should hold the arrow from the edge of the arrow. So therefore, let's see. Oh, it's in the middle. Right, so we have to move this one also to match the root here. Same as what we did, we can't re-import. Yeah, same as what we did for the bow. Let's export this here like this and re-import. Okay, now I can re-import. Now let's go to import settings, transform. So in the X I'll add -10. Not enough. -30. No, 40. A little too much. Okay, I guess that would be enough. Let's look at in the top direction. Yeah, I guess that would be alright. But to move it to the middle, let's add 5. Oh, that's wrong. -2. 0.5. Alright, that's better. Okay. Alright, now the edge of the arrow is here. Now we should be able to, yeah, it's alright now, but it's rotated that way. So we can solve this in two ways. Either we can rotate the arrow socket, or we can rotate the arrow mesh itself. Let's just rotate the arrow socket. And the scale is not enough, so here this arrow is also another blueprint which I have. Where is it? Okay, here. Now let's reset the arrow location. Let's remove this offset. Oh wait, maybe we have to keep it, not sure. Right, now let's see what happens when we draw an arrow. Yeah, it works fine, but still we have that problem. Well, to solve that, actually we need to modify the aim offset animations. So to do that, we have to fix the arrow length here. So what's the arrow scale we have? Oh, it's 2 here. Alright, so I'll make it 1. Oh, this is bow. Sorry. Let me close arrow. 1.25 in X direction. Okay. So yeah, we only have uniform scale here. Yeah, doesn't matter. Let's make it 1.25 and re-import. Okay. But here again, then we have to remove that. We have to make it 1. And also, now that it moved a little bit here, we may have to add the 40. Right. Now it should be alright. Yeah, now we have the enough length from the arrow. Okay, now we can test. So now when I look up, you can see arrow is there. So what we have to do is either I have to move the hand here, or I have to rotate the this hand to match here. But I think I should keep this direction directly up so that our aiming is correct. Therefore, let's move the left hand. Arrow up. Right. We have to modify the left. Cannot do it with the shoulder. I guess that would be enough. Oh, then we would have another problem. When the bow is drawn, it should match the string should be here, not here. Right, for now let's add a keyframe and oh wait, we have to stop the animation first, then add a keyframe and apply. So when I look up, the arrow stays with the hand, but we have to test this with the string of the bow drawn. So how to do that? Here with this pose. So we can create a static mesh. Alright, we can create a static mesh here. Where do we have this bow? And weapons, bow and arrow. This is only for previewing. Bow and arrow, bow, SM, no, bow, draw. Okay, now we have this static mesh of the drawn bow. So now let's attach that here, so we can see how it looks like when the bow is drawn. Oh, sorry. Okay, we have both assets, so let's remove all attached assets. Wait, why is this still here? Looks like a bug. Alright, it isn't, it's okay. Right, now let's go to AO up. Alright, it's not there. Okay, now it's fixed. In AO up, now we have the bow like this. Right, let's start with the center. Let's add the arrow as well to the right hand. Okay, and you can see the bow should be here. Oh wait, I think there is a scaling in the bow blueprint as well. Yeah, it's twice the size. So actually, yeah, in here we have two scaling for the bow. Oh no, yeah, for the weapon mesh we have 0.7. Okay, yeah, this is because of the melee weapon parent. Let's make it 1. And right, now let's see how it looks at the moment. It's look too big, of course. Right, so let's see what the actual scale of the BP bow. It's 8. That's because of the hierarchy we have here. Alright, why does this has it's why does this bow hinge has 0.1? Okay, anyway, this bow strap is 1 and it is attached to the mesh is also 1, so therefore let's temporarily attach this bow to the bow strap. So 0.8 is the scale. Right, let's make it 1, and then it's obviously too big. And when we attach it, we set it to 111. Right, so Here also I have set everything to 1 now. No, it's still 2. Let's make it 1. Alright, now let's see how it looks in the back. Looks reasonable. Okay, now let's see how it looks when we actually okay, now it exactly as in the preview. Right, now we can fix this here. But how? Well, for starters, let's rotate it like this. And this has to be enlarged a little bit. Well, actually I can scale up here also, but I think instead of doing that, it would be better if I scale this from the mesh itself. So I'll leave it as 1, but to match what I have to scale is around about 1.3. Yeah, 1.3 is the scale that I need to have. So I'll go here and the uniform scale 1.3 and re-import. Now it doesn't really match. Why? It is significantly larger here. Was it not enlarged then? If this scaling works properly, let's see. Let's try 5. Yeah, it gets larger. Okay, I guess it is working. Then let's change it back to 1.3 and re-import. Oh, now we have, this is slightly off now. Okay, it is mainly in still not matching. Let's right, the issue is I have to scale up the animation as well. Yeah, 1.3. Oh, wait. Right, to re-import the animation with the scale, well, let's try the same way. Set actions, export, bow anim, Oh, it's not there. Where did I export it? Well, I can't export it for some reason. Then what can I do? We have one option. We can scale up this mesh. I don't like to do it, but I don't have any other option here. So yeah, and then we don't really have to scale it here. Right, now let's see. Okay, now it matches. Yeah, well, let's keep the scale here as well, because now you can see we have some offset, but it will be fixed when the scale is in 1.3. see, right? Okay, yeah, now we can finally go here. Oh, this is the static mesh, which yeah, only for testing. I'll keep it like this. And in the up is all right now, yeah, and down is, yeah, we have to fix down. Let's look at this in the front. We have to rotate the left right hand here. Okay, it looks all right now. Add a key and apply. Now let's see. Yeah, when we look down it looks okay, and when we look up also it looks okay. Now the arrow location is all right. Okay, and finally we have to scale down this a little bit. Yeah, we can attach it to the bow hinge back. Okay, it's still too large, but let's ignore it for now. We have two more animations here, AO left. Need to fix that as well. Right hand should go here, so let's okay. right. I guess that's okay. Add a key and apply. And this is AO left, AO right. Have to do the same. Okay, I guess that's all right. Add a key and apply. All right, now let's check the aim offset. Yeah, everything is great now. Okay, now let's finally check here. Oh, the bow is too large. How to fix it? When we reattach it, we set the scale back to 0.8. Right, so that means we need to keep this 0.8. Oh, what's the 0.8? Let's put here 1. That still feels like too large. That seems reasonable, so let's use 0.6, and here also we have to change it to 0.6. Alright, yeah, it's better. Okay, now it's alright. And yeah, the next thing we have to solve is when we look left and right, we actually need to rotate the character. At the moment it works only look up and down. So yeah, in the next episode let's finally look into how to rotate the character properly to the left and to the right. And let's stop here for today. So the project file update will be available here, and if you would like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon Club. Link would be in the description below. And thanks for watching. See you in another episode. Goodbye.